Hello, everyone, and welcome. I am Abigail, the ultimate guru, and with me, as always, is my co host, the world's only comedian, Bryden Proctor.
I'm not the one who's so far away when I
When I
feel a
feel the
snake
snake
bite
bite
enter
into
my
my vein.
veins.
Your turn, John. John's here. Everyone say hi.
Hello, everybody.
Never did I wanna be here again,
And
and
I
I don't
don't remember
remember
why I
why I came.
came. That's
That's
hey,
pretty apt.
that was me after every bar encounter I had in the morning, and I don't remember why I came. Right? Because it's like
Yeah, we
come.
got it before you
Because it's
repeated
like
it.
come.
Yeah,
It's like
we
come
we
though.
understood.
It's
Can you
Like
not do
it's
this
come.
like
It's
right off
come.
the bat? The first I knew when I finished the song that was gonna happen. Like it was like watching an accident in slow motion as I was singing.
yeah,
Yeah, it was,
you know
that was
when
a
I did
bad
it though.
idea.
Right when she
What?
got off my bat. Woo, boys! Cause my dick is as big as a baseball bat.
You don't have to worry about a thing, everyone, because I'm here to help you. Bryden is here to ruin the show.
Mhm.
But thankfully, our guest today.
Also
Okay.
hates you. So
She does not. She
No.
loves me.
Bryden's here to come. I'm here to party.
Oh my god.
Abby's here to help.
I just need help. I just need it. And I don't know why nobody will give it to me. Begging.
uh,
Actually, I was thinking I'm going to go into a program and get certified as a life coach
wow,
and sell
that's
my
a
life
Oh.
coach
stupid
services
fucking
online.
wow. That's why do you there's a lot of things that you think you can do apparently that I'm here to tell you. I'm here to help you actually. That you should not that you can't work up to such things, such as
No, I'm going to be great.
fluently learning Spanish or telling other people how to live their lives. But work towards it. Maybe put a little effort into it before you
that's
decide.
Let's get some.
This. What do you
Let's
think
get
this
some
show
time
is
as the
for?
school counselor under her belt first, and then
Right.
see if we can deal with the other stages of life.
I counsel everyone every week. What do you mean?
And how are they
We help
doing?
They
people.
Yeah, they still need counseling.
Well, they keep
Curious.
saying they want to kill themselves, but that's not my fault. They wanted to do that before we helped.
Here you
Also.
go.
School shootings hit a little different when you homeschool.
That's what Bryden keeps telling me.
Just be an end of life counselor. You're depressing enough. You could be like, "Don't you want to get out of here?" Think of this.
Yeah, man, I'll
Help
help
them
you back.
accept their fate. I would be so good at that.
I can't.
That's a
I think I
great
could do
idea.
that.
I can't imagine. Like I'm on my deathbed. I've been longing for this day for so long, and the last thing in my ear is just Abby going like, "It's okay, Jesus," and fucking oh, people love you, and like they're just like whatever gay bullshit that you would say. Okay, here, picture this. Not me, because then that would
Not
get
you.
real personal.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
I'm not me, because I'd
You're
have
not
words
you
for you. I'd have
before
words
you
for you on
say
my
that.
deathbed.
Okay.
I swear to God.
No, I know you would.
I
You'd
would
ruin my whole
fucking-
fucking life.
I'm not me. I'm a random guy. You're my death counselor. What are you saying?
Yeah.
Oh, I got stage 4 fucking brain cancer. Everything's bad. I'm
Well,
dying.
you had a good run. You had a good run, bud.
Well, I don't have any legs.
Okay, well, it's
Cancer
good
took
thing
my
you're
legs
gonna
a
be
long time
gone
ago.
soon. That's great. It's good. This is good news. You don't need them anymore. Soon, you'll have new legs, or you won't have anything, so you won't remember the legs. So you're fine.
John, you're the family watching any of them. What do you have to say about that?
I can't believe this moment. Crying.
What do you have to say?
How are you going to counsel me? I'm the grieving family, Abby.
Would you rather him live with no legs? He's in pain. He's clearly in pain.
I'm not in
Okay.
any
We're
pain.
selfish and we want to keep him alive.
Yeah, I know you're selfish. You people leaving them on life support for years while they. No, just pull the
You're
plug.
fired.
Just pull the plug.
Yeah, I don't think you.
Okay?
This
Dude,
isn't
Look at
going
him.
well.
He wants to die.
I
He wants to die.
I actually had a pretty fulfilling life, and I'm kind of sad to see it go.
What about his children?
Yeah, I got like 80 kids, dude. I came a lot.
Doesn't he need to be like intubated at this point? Like, why is he talking to me?
Do you
Well,
think
he's
all
in hospice.
Yeah, do you think all dying people can't talk?
Not if they have a tube
What
down their
the
throat.
fuck do you think last words are?
I thought that was for like if you're about to be executed or something, or if someone's going to stab you. Not really like you don't say last words.
So
like,
when you're
cancer doesn't come up to you and go, "Any last words before you die?"
I mean, it
like that's
can.
not.
Kinda does.
No, that's.
It can. Believe me, it can.
Yeah, it kinda does. That's
It's not Indigo Montoya coming up to you. You killed my father, prepared to die. Like no, that's not what's happening. That's a
God.
different thing.
You're gonna be so good at that job. You
I
should
feel
definitely
like
pursue
you're-
that.
Yeah, you're already disqualifying yourself a little bit here. You're telling on yourself.
Do you know what dying is?
You go to sleep and you don't wake up.
Oh yeah, and you wake up, you'd be a skeleton, right?
The ortho bro's
skeleton.
seething at
You're
you
just
saying
like-
that.
You do things and then you're just a skeleton.
Yeah, no, it's good. All right, nailed
Spooky
it.
scary.
Spooky.
I mean, okay, so let's approach that angle. You could have gone with the, well, you're gonna go to sleep, sir, and when you wake up, you're gonna be a cool skeleton. None of that. You thought the like despair of his family was more comforting than being a cool skeleton, Abby?
No,
I'm
No, I
ashamed of
thought
you.
that like this is a happy, good thing. Like you're done now. Like you need to accept it.
no,
He liked his life.
it was worse than that. John, she yelled at the family
She did yell at me.
and was
Being
fired.
loud.
She
okay?
yelled at me in one of the worst days of my life. My husband.
I get overwhelmed when there's noises coming from like multiple places at once around me. I get a little overwhelmed.
Oh,
so
you
it's about
needed to
you
just
now.
shut up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
You.
What- Yeah, you're
I'm just
super.
trying to do my job, and these people are in my office wailing.
Do you think
That's not
people
appropriate.
die in an end of life counselor's office?
No, I'm saying that the hospice room is my office because in this scenario, I'm an end-of-life care counselor. This becomes my office.
Okay, so first of
I'm
all,
baffled right now.
you know, like the rest of us go, the world is a stage, you know, or whatever. Abby's like, the world is my office, and I'm bad at my job.
Actually, your
I'm a girl
hospice room
boss.
is now my office,
Yeah.
and your death is my opportunity to do my job and look really good. And fuck you and your family.
do,
So
you, do you mind if I
Well, don't,
TikTok
no,
this?
not
I
fuck
gotta.
you and your family. The family's
you can give
paying
me a really cool gift by just fucking dying.
I feel like I was a little gentler than that.
Not even close. She made a better pitch than you did. You showed up.
I'm
and
not even
yelled-
doing this for a living.
Yeah, you showed up and yelled at everybody.
See, okay, fine. You think I would be a terrible end-of-life counselor? Then let me counsel people while they're still alive. Maybe I would do better.
They are gonna want an end of life counselor because they're gonna go, I took your advice and my life is over.
Oh.
Well, then I can do both. It'll be great.
It's a nice
paid
revolving
twice.
door.
So you're playing the long game. You're kind of, you're taking people that are thriving but need a little help, and you're saying, well, I'm here to help.
I'm only
you're-
taking real sad sacks on this
Oh
client.
no,
like
but you're
real
playing this
messes.
long game, and you're like, I can counsel you. We're gonna fix this. And then you're
Yeah.
like, actually, you're dying of stage 4 cancer. And you're the last thing they see.
You just
I am
break 'em
certain
down.
that fixes every problem they had in their life before that point. Those problems mean nothing at that point.
All right,
Mm.
Mortalist Abby. There we go. We got her on record. Just die for the good of yourself and the planet. That's great, Abby.
I think you'd be a good mortician.
I don't think
You know
she'd be good
what?
at that
I
either.
considered that.
Really?
Why would
To
she?
both
Be,
of you, really?
yeah. Why would she be good at that? That takes first of all, she knows nothing about the human body. Like
What do you mean I know nothing about the human body? I
They're
know
dead. They don't have to
lots.
listen to her. It's perfect.
Yeah,
That
it
is
doesn't
true.
matter. Okay, and if I make a mistake in the autopsy, oh
Who's
no,
gonna
he's
know?
bleeding out. He's gonna die.
yeah,
Like, who's gonna know?
there's definitely laws against desecrating a corpse. So I'm pretty sure they
No.
could get you on if you're just like, I don't know, I just kept cutting until I found something. Guess it was a tumor, but it took me a while to get there. I started around his arms because I thought these look wacky. And then eventually I got to it. I checked
No,
the
I know
chart
where to
about
cut.
an hour in.
Bryden.
Sorry.
I know where to cut.
I don't think you know where to cut.
We're just playing Operation at this point.
That's
I've played that so many times.
yeah, and you were bad at that.
She's
too.
ready. She's ready.
There's just not a chance. I can't think of one job that you'd be good at. What's a job? You'd be a terrible waitress.
I'm too clumsy. There's
Yep.
no way I would drop everything
I
constantly.
couldn't do that either, to be fair.
I don't know what you're going to do.
What
you-
I'm going to do? What do you mean?
Does she need a job?
Do I need a
She's
job?
a good neat. She's a great neat.
I'm really good at that.
Yeah.
I even have a podcast. I'm doing
Oh, man.
everything I can.
And you're bad at the podcast. So.
Yes, you're too quiet podcast.
Listen.
That's Bryden's fault.
It's
That
not.
is purely Bryden's fault. I am doing my part by yelling accidentally constantly.
Oh, yeah. I don't fucking yell.
Okay, yeah, but you are the technical guy. Like, you have the files and you could just boost them or something.
Yeah, we're not doing
You
that.
could
I'm pretty sure that anybody who thinks the podcast is too quiet should get better speakers. There you go.
Or
That's
they could
my
just,
official
push
opinion.
the volume button.
It is
Instead of just-
loud enough on my end all the time. Now, granted, I do have sweet DJ equipment, but whatever,
Well,
guys.
that's the problem.
It's not. It's all the way up. It's loud. I'm fucking redlining right now.
Are you okay, Bryden?
No, I'm
Are
not
your
okay.
feelings hurt?
No, please
Doing
coach me
great.
on this, genius.
Yeah, he does need some coaching, Abby. He seems very distressed.
I don't want to coach.
People who are concerned about the volume of the show are
Yeah, talk
stupid.
real quiet when you fucking say that.
They're
Yeah.
stupid idiots, Bryden, and you don't have to listen to them because they're just jealous of you.
I
Now
literally
it's
don't know
fixed.
what
everything's better.
I literally don't know what he was talking about because I just have, as far as speakers go, because who the fuck uses speakers? I've got just those, and I listen to them on the little fucking computer speakers. Sounds fine. Sounds fine. Turn the volume up, motherfuckers.
It's gonna
I mean,
be okay.
I have to pretty much blast it compared to other things in a lineup if I'm listening to it in the car. Like it's barely intelligible at max volume.
I am going to need
that's what
you.
that's what I am getting at.
I
But
am-
I'm not gonna fight with you on this.
Okay, no, I am going to need you to send me a video of that happening and the comparison. And then on top of that, have you considered that we operate at a higher frequency mentally than those other podcasts you listen to?
I don't listen to other podcasts besides
Maybe-
XM, but even then I don't listen to that in the car.
Maybe it's because your ears are not good. Like they're not tuned to the right frequency,
My
right?
ears are not tuned. I listen to Bryden yell all the time.
Mm-hmm.
He's not quiet in voice chat.
He's not quiet ever.
No, he's not.
Sometimes I'm quiet. I'll be quiet every now and then.
No, we don't need that. We need the opposite of that. That's
Okay.
the whole
I-
point.
Look,
He's
it-
over
it's-
there
Oh, so
fidgeting
now
with
you're
stuff
taking her
now.
advice, Bryden, huh? So you, out of all the things she said so far, you're like, I could be quieter. Maybe I could be quieter.
No.
No, let's drop that one. Let's put that one in the trash.
this sounds. I'm telling you that it sounds fine.
I think it sounds great because we have the best podcast.
That's not. We don't have to overcompensate that fucking much. That's not true. We barely
great
have
show.
a podcast.
Bryden, we have a
That's
good
not true.
podcast. It is a
Now let's not have an
podcast.
existential dread
We
this
have
early
a-
into the show, right?
We have a wheel more than we have a podcast at this point.
The wheel.
You never
is
showed
all.
me the wheel.
You'll see
We're
the
gonna,
wheel.
We're gonna show you the wheel.
Okay,
Okay,
okay.
just okay. We're gonna move into our Dear Abby segment, guys.
Uh-oh.
Is everybody prepared?
I am fucking
Yes,
furious.
everyone clamoring for their Dear Abbeys to get their very valuable free counseling. I can't wait.
I
what
am
we're
good
here
at the
for.
counseling. She is bad at the counseling. I tell guys that they should go out there and fuck strange hoes and get drunk all the time because women like it when you drink a lot.
Yeah.
And drugs, dangerous, yes, but mysterious.
They are mysterious. Yeah.
At what point in the
Especially
show
when
do
you're,
we
like,
do whippets?
shrieking and convulsing on the street corner on the ground in the mud? It's very mysterious.
What type of drugs
That's
are you
cool.
doing that people are?
No, not me. Not me. I'm not.
When you think
Convulsing.
of first of all, whippets, that sounds fun. Don't have any. Secondly, when you think of drugs, you think of someone convulsing in the mud. So what you're like, oh, drugs. That's a 7-year-long in and out of prison meth addiction. Just at one hit.
It's what I saw day to day
Oh.
in my life.
Your parents were
Alright.
crackheads.
Yes.
You had to have seen them having a pretty good time sometimes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, see, you're just not selling it properly.
It's the good times you live for when you're.
I think you just wanted them to share the crack because it looked like they were having a good time, and they're like, "No, Abby, sorry, this is the only area we're going to be a little responsible. You can't have our crack." And then she just has to sit there by herself with no crack.
Mm-hmm.
The rocks were
It's
really
very-
pretty, and I
very
had a
sad.
rock collection, and I didn't understand. I
They're
didn't.
minerals, Abby.
Not those. It is actually kind of crazy that Abby's parents never were like, fine, take a little baby hit of crack.
No, they let me drink though. Like
Yeah,
I
I
was
know.
like 8 years old, taking a shot of Goldschlager and stuff.
rules.
And then when I started smoking weed as a teenager, I wasn't allowed to. But like, my dad knew. I didn't know at the time. I was hiding it as hard as I could, but he knew.
And we've covered this 1,000 times over.
Yeah.
But it is, I never thought about this, a little crazy that at least at one point they weren't like, all right, look, just a itsy beatsy little hit of crack.
No,
That
it
means
is
have a
weird
little
how
crack as a
responsible
treat.
They were about it, considering I never saw it. Like I never did. Like like looking back, hindsight, I know what the behaviors looked like because compared to how they were normal and all that. But like I never saw it ever.
Okay, also, I'm sure it was crack because it was probably meth.
My mom didn't get on the meth till later,
Oh.
like the last few years later.
I was going to say, I'll come out there, I'll take a hit of crack, hit of meth, and then you can just have the smell and see if it jogs your memories. See, you can be a
Crack
life...
doesn't smell like anything.
Really?
Smells
That's
like
not
candy.
true.
Yes,
That's not really
it
true.
smells like plastic, kind of.
Okay, so it does smell like something.
Yeah, but it does. It's like.
I think it smells vile.
I don't remember. I was a child. Look, I don't know. It was a long time ago.
I've never done crack, and I've never been around people that do crack. I've watched people cook crack in a microwave, but I left.
That's a good plan. Yeah, when you're able to leave, that's
Yeah.
great. That's the best one.
Well, the thing is, you would have been able to leave too had you, had the strength, will, and
I left like 7 or 8 times. And you know
So
what?
it's your fault.
It is your
Cops
fault.
are assholes. Okay, cops are real mean.
well,
Oh, it's the police's fault now. Okay.
Yeah.
This counseling is going really well because so far I'm learning that I can blame other people and I should hoard all my crack and not share with my kids, which is really selfish, and they're going to be really upset about it later.
It was very selfish. And what they let me drink was like Goldschlager. Like they didn't care about Goldschlager. They weren't giving me the good
They're
stuff.
giving you the garbage.
That's
giving
stuff
you,
they didn't want.
giving your child more than a sip of beer is absolutely terrible, actually.
Yeah.
I
That was
mean, wine
bad.
or something similar is fine.
Well, how old
Probably
were
not
you?
if they're that little.
I was like 8.
John?
That's a little much. I'm trying to remember because my parents let me have
A
like
teenager,
the
right?
teeniest, tiniest taste of wine when I was like really little. And they were like, "Oh, she's gonna hate it," and I was like, "Ooh, I love that." And so whenever they would put their
Dude.
wine glasses down, I would like try to drink it, and they had to like start putting, like leaving little
Yeah.
wine glasses with like a tiny bit of wine. And one time, my dad put a shitload of cayenne pepper in it, and I like
no.
didn't do that shit again.
Like a
I
dog?
have no memory of that. Like a dog. Like a dog. Like a dog.
That's funny.
Well, if it
No,
were like
yeah.
a dog, it would have been antifreeze. But
I
we
know I
did it.
can't do that because my middle child, we take communion, right? And she
Yeah.
loves the taste of communion.
Oh,
She's like, "Oh my
no.
gosh, it tastes so good." And they do use good wine, to be fair.
Oh, wait, they straight up... Okay, this is... Listen, I'm not going to run into this bit as much as I should, but... Wow, they give children alcohol at the church?
Yeah, it's a little piece of bread soaked in the wine in the
The blood of
chalice,
Christ,
The blood
Abby.
of Christ. Okay, so you put the body in the blood.
Yeah, I'm
And
familiar.
it soaks up the blood. The flesh is soaking up the blood.
Uh-huh.
And then they use a little spoon and flop it on the baby's
I
tongue.
was about to ask if you did
Tiny
a
little
spoon.
babies usually get just some of the wine because they can't like eat the bread yet.
Oh, here's an idea that I have, religious folks. I know your track record. You can be like, well, we're different than the Catholics. Look, track record. Just to save face, maybe don't give babies alcohol.
It's not much.
Nah, that rules.
It's not enough to do anything.
Okay.
Abby and I are on the opposite sides of the compass on this one. I'm like, yeah, give it to the kids. That's cool. And she's like,
Hey,
it's
you know what else
fine.
he
It's
said?
not very
The
much.
kids crying in church.
You know who else said, "Hey, give it to the kids"? That's cool. I guess the Pope, because I don't know why they keep doing it.
Oh no! Blech. Gross.
Okay, we're gonna get into our Dear Abby segment now. Do.
What a great transition.
Yeah.
you.
Hey, hold on. That's what Kanye
Finally.
said to Caitlyn Jenner when he first saw trans people. I don't know. Look.
Got him.
Good job.
Hey, listen, trans people. Congrats on the Olympics.
Okay.
I thought it was dope they beat the shit out of this woman.
Yeah, they seem to enjoy it. Dear Abby, this cute McDonald's cashier keeps talking to me on her break. She always goes out of her way to sit next to me and talk to me.
Hold on,
It's become
pause.
very... What?
Is the person writing this also an employee at McDonald's?
No.
Because that's a hell of a way that's like, oh yeah, my parents, my roommates, I take care of them. This cute McDonald's cashier keeps talking to me on her break.
Yeah.
She keeps sitting next
Why
to
are
me.
you at McDonald's that much, actually? That's a good question.
Yeah, okay. If you're at McDonald's that much, probably nobody's hitting on you, buddy. I don't.
Why are you
Or
sitting in
he's-
there?
Yeah,
He's stalking her, right?
could be homeless. Could be
He
homeless.
could be homeless.
Homeless. Yeah.
They got
That's
Wi-Fi
probably what
in
it
there.
is.
But okay,
Oh, you've cracked the code.
I'm just calling it out immediately as that's weird. But let's go on.
It's become very off-putting because I don't believe fast food employees should be talking to customers, let alone smiling and touching them.
What?
How do I get her to stop without being uncouth?
Oh,
So he's getting touched at the McDonald's.
He's getting molested by some nice old lady, like she looks like the lunch lady from Dead Sea Classified.
How do you know that she's old? None
Oh,
of that was in
man.
there. I'm picturing a hot bitch with big hands.
Well, he
She
did
works
say
at
cute.
McDonald's, Bryden.
Nope, there's always one there.
No,
There's always one.
That's fair. Yeah.
No.
There's always one. Every McDonald's around the fucking country, there's always one hot bitch there that you're like, God damn, Nicki Minaj, why are you here?
That does not happen around these parts. And definitely not in my hometown. And definitely not where I lived before that. Everybody in the McDonald's that where I have lived has been like sewer rats.
Dude, well,
I'm like surprised they're sentient.
you know what? It might have changed since they have moved towards there's nobody working the cashier anymore.
True.
It's all kiosks now. They got rid of the one hot bitch at McDonald's. They got rid of her probably because I haven't seen a hot bitch at McDonald's for a while. Now that I think about it,
It's because they don't need her anymore. As soon as you don't need front people, like if Walmart only had self checkouts and no cashiers ever, they would not ever bother hiring a cute girl again.
Well, on top of that, you have all these motherfuckers ordering DoorDash, so they're not going to the McDonald's anymore and seeing the hot bitch behind the counter if there is one. So it's not worth their money to like pay to keep her around in those shit conditions or whatever, or around her creepy fucking diversity hire coworkers.
Well, so you could probably just get her fired, real easy.
Well, that's a weird place to jump to. Why are you trying to get someone
problem without being uncouth? He doesn't even have to talk to her to do it.
Okay, look.
He could find another way. It sounds like this guy doesn't have a backbone.
Yeah. Or he doesn't have a bone. I mean, at least get a handy and then get her fired. Like, come on. He seems desperate.
You go.
He's hanging out at McDonald's all the time. Figure it out, dude. Listen, you want an egg McMuffin? Why not an in between the leg McMuffin, right? Come on, get something.
Gosh, please
Got
don't.
him.
Figure it out.
Yeah, you're doing something wrong. You're doing like 10 things wrong.
I have to ask this guy, what did he do to invite this level of harassment?
Maybe he's
time.
just got like one of those faces,
Now, Bryden, let's save the victim blaming for women.
Yeah.
What was he wearing?
Well, I'm just Mick. It says molest me with the M is the McDonald's. It's just a shirt. But I don't know. I need more information on like how this started, because at no
Yes.
point in my life has, even back when they had hot McDonald's employees, did they just start out with like, let me sit next to you. Like, like one of those fucking Applebee's fucking waitresses will do when they're way too comfortable with you for no fucking reason or whatever.
Oh,
They sit
yeah.
down. I hate that. But you got to go along with it. And you're like, yeah, cool, Trisha. Like,
Never had that happen before.
oh, waitresses do that a lot. It's annoying. Maybe they just do it to me because I'm like, give out an aura of being comfortable with people, and you are a cunt. But that shouldn't happen at a McDonald's. At no point have I ever had that happen. Maybe like either this guy is so unbelievably attractive that just skanks fall out from the kitchen towards him.
Sometimes you're just so beautiful that girls lose control. Like I was at Chick-fil-A the other day.
Yeah, I
and
tried
this
that one
girl-
time, and they don't accept that as a legitimate thing in court.
No, they don't.
Go ahead though. Something about you being a lesbian at a Christian restaurant?
She saw me and she went, "Oh, wow, you're so beautiful. You're so pretty." She
Fired.
didn't say beautiful. She said pretty.
That was nice of her.
It was very nice of her. She just, sometimes you can't help yourself. What if it's like that? What if he's just that pretty?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure also you said it was Chick-fil-A, right? You mean the people that every single thing they do?
Shut your
They
mouth
say,
and do not
"My
finish the
pleasure."
sentence, Bryden. No, no.
My
no,
pleasure.
No.
Those people don't like working there. They're not like, it's not a cult. It's a restaurant.
Definitely not a cult. It's fine. Nothing to see here.
I mean, it's weird that like Abby makes up all these stories all the time about how everywhere she goes, all of these
It
women.
happens. They love
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. People also like go up to kids in wheelchairs and say, "You're so brave." He's not fighting fires. You know? What?
Oh man. Not the
My
wheelchair
mama
kids.
says I'm pretty, okay? That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Mom was on meth.
My mom thinks she's a pirate, John.
She does.
Oh.
She does. It's hilarious.
She lost all her teeth and now that's where we are. Can you counsel her out of that one, or is this a lost cause?
Well, no, the brain damage is pretty severe, actually.
I see.
I'm sorry, that's not funny.
It is
I just thought
hilarious.
you knew. I thought when I made the little joke, I wasn't going to have to explain it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I've been digging at that one pretty much every day. Now I'm a real life counselor because now I don't think Abby feels anything sad towards that anymore because I've dug at that wound so much that the scar is so high that it's really just
Like armor.
yeah.
Like an
Yeesh.
armadillo.
See, I'm actually good for people. I'd be a good life coach. So this guy's
Cry
a fact.
myself to sleep every night.
Well, at least you get to sleep.
That's true.
Your mother lives in a constant dream. I
She's out on the seas. It's fine.
Okay, I think we need more. We need more information. Okay,
Yeah,
so
just-
right back in with
Yeah,
more information.
that's
And
crazy.
then we'll advise you.
All he's saying is that like a retarded girl sits next to him while he eats his fucking McMuffin in the morning, and it's like, how often are you there that that's a problem? Every day?
I also don't
Yeah.
enjoy
like it.
loitering in the McDonald's.
Well, nobody
Not a good
does.
place.
Yeah, who
Yeah,
does
that's
that?
A lot.
It's
don't know.
it's homeless people. Like this is a homeless person. And look, there's nothing wrong with eating. Well, there is, but eating an egg McMuffin every day or what the fuck ever, right? But take that shit to go. You eat that in your car in shame. You don't let people see you there with the homeless people and the free Wi-Fi, sitting your ass there getting felt up by a retarded bitch. That is on you, dude. You figure your life out. Take control of your shit.
Exactly.
It's a
Take
weird.
control.
That's a weird thing to write in. Like, oh yeah, here's this pussy that I think I can discard. You need that pussy at this point, dude. If that's what you're doing every day, that's your wife.
Yeah, that's his work
Marry
wife
her.
now.
Just,
There you go.
Yeah,
That'll get her to stop talking.
That's
Just make her mad all the time. She'll give you the silent treatment. It's perfect.
Exactly. You guys are gonna have I was gonna say beautiful children, but children, and they too can work at the McDonald's.
Just have her ass making the egg McMuffins at home too. You save a bunch of money.
Well, that's ridiculous, John. You can't make a fucking egg McMuffin at home. It doesn't taste the same. Everybody knows that.
She has to steal all the things from McDonald's to do it.
That's true. Marry the retarded girl.
Oh my god.
Start stealing.
I need to make griddle pancakes so bad.
You need to make fertile pancakes?
The McGriddle pancakes.
Oh, you can't do that. You don't have the
McGriddles.
fucking talent for that shit. What are you talking about?
I want them.
Okay, well, you can't do that. It's patented. You'll go to jail.
Okay.
Anyway, this guy's an idiot. Stop listening to the podcast.
Dear John, please take
Oh,
me
God.
back. I'm sorry I ruined your carpet from bleeding because I was punching myself in a drunken blind fury. And I promise I've been clean so you won't have to worry about me trying to sell Lou and your underwear for heroin ever again. Please take me back. I love you. And I'm unable to live without you. Please don't make me beg or I'll stab myself several times on your front yard.
I don't know what this is. I'm going to go take a piss.
Oh my god, why? Why does he do this? He could just wait till the break. It's not that far away.
Wow.
I've had 3
what a thing
freaking
to
children
unpack.
and I can hold my pee.
Well, that's why you can hold your pee. For this one writing in, this person's a poser. I don't even have carpet in my home. She's this person's trying to weasel on in here.
He is.
You know what I'm saying? That said, when people do try to sell my animal, I get a little put off by that. I can
Seems a
live with the
little
heroin use and the self-harm, but I'm especially interested in them continuing to self-harm. So if they would keep doing that, then if they just did something a little, something to prove that they still care, like carve
Right, something
my
like
name into
super
their
sexy.
leg.
Yeah,
I could maybe think about it.
I could see that.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's a reasonable request.
But no selling the cat.
No, they can't sell the cat. I mean, the cat has to stay. I need that. But if they want to, I don't know, get a face tattoo with my birthday on it, or get a tattoo of the cat on them, or
Or your face on their face.
well, I don't really want that because
That's
I'm
actually
gonna
a
get
trend.
old.
I don't know if it is a
can't.
trend anymore. That's actually a trend. Women were getting their black boyfriends' faces tattooed on their face. That's insane.
Black? No way.
Dangerous.
I assume these are white women doing this.
No, not
I
all of
don't
them.
think so,
Huh.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it was like
That's
a weird thing. It was
disturbing.
very short-lived. But
Yeah, but to this person who wrote in, unless they carve my name into their leg with a knife, I'm not buying it.
well,
Gotta show you care.
into their leg.
There's no other way
though.
to do it.
Back of
Yeah,
the
into their
neck,
leg.
dude. Back of the neck with a mirror.
No. I need the leg for them. It's personal. Or they have to do it on their face so that everybody can see.
I think
Like a
that was,
I
brand.
like the face. I do like the forehead.
Face would be funny.
I'm a hand man
But
myself.
not John. They have to use my whole fucking name, which is quite long.
and full legal name. Full legal name.
Yeah, full legal. My social security number,
Right.
the whole nine.
Just
Like
you
a
know,
brand. It's fine.
property of after that.
I don't know if I want to own this person, but
Who doesn't want
it's
more property?
really
What are you, a
one-sided.
communist?
You don't have to
I-
keep him. You
No,
just
I
toss
don't
him
have to.
out.
I'm gonna toss him into the fucking McDonald's. Maybe they'll get that girl's attention.
Dude, the McDonald's thing is still fucking furious to me. Check chat, John.
Okay.
But guys, we have behind the scenes here that you don't even know about. Usually, you do know about it because it's me sending pictures and shit. But and then I always say, then don't worry about it. Always fucking send the pictures of McDonald's, the rock and roll McDonald's. That's all I've been picturing. I'm sorry, fuck this other fake thing. I'm still stuck on the McDonald's. We can go back to this.
Look,
I went to piss for that one. I had to think
Okay.
about McDonald's.
Okay. Are you okay, Bryden?
No, I'm not okay. Who gets molested at the McDonald's and then goes
well,
back?
he does. He
I
does.
think-
He's
back.
pansy of some. He can't even defend
I
himself.
would change McDonald's at that point. I know there's more than one unless he lives in a fucking middle of nowhere town. Even my stupid town has more than one.
Everyone does, but it's like, okay, he's like, I don't know. I go there often enough that this is what happens, and I still go back. Is like, you want it, okay? This is like, if it was a lady, I would be like, then why'd you keep going to his hotel room? That type of thing, you know? But it's fine. We can move on. John,
This is worse. This is more traumatic than that, Bryden. Higher stakes.
John, I agree with you. Whoever this is, probably the same McDonald's guy. He's like, I'll do anything to get out of a bad situation, like the McDonald's.
He's like, ooh, bad situation with the girl at the McDonald's. John seems like a better option. Oh, I've got some bad news for you, Cupcake.
She's gonna make you carve her name into your dick, dude. You thought her arm was gonna be good enough? It's in your dick, dude. And she got a long name. And if you're having trouble with the McDonald's, guess what? Your dick ain't long enough.
We're putting that on the griddle.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay.
I think John should have high enough standards to where she says you should be able to spell my name on your dick.
Yes, I think that's reasonable.
But the problem is,
I also think that.
like, I got a really long name. Bryden Roderick Mitchell Proctor. How the
Damn.
fuck? Like, let's
Gonna
say
do
I'm,
like a spiral. Like,
Yeah.
okay, no, we're not
you
having
can
this
spiral.
conversation.
No, you can spiral.
Okay, like, no,
there you go.
I did not come up with a good idea there. No, I refuse to
That's a
acknowledge
great
that.
idea.
No, that rules.
You could
'Cause then it's
spiral
like,
it.
'cause-
Yeah, the whole way around.
Yes,
That's perfect.
you could spiral. That shows dedication too. You could
You see, like-
spiral.
This is why you need an artist in these conversations.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, he might need someone to help him. It's very complicated.
If he can't figure it out himself, he's not worthy.
That's true. That's very true.
Not worthy of you.
That's true. You're
Nice.
right. I shouldn't lower my standards to that.
So we
He's got
got.
to carve it himself, and he's got to stay awake the whole time.
Oh, come on, dude. That as a
He
man,
can't pass out in the middle. That's weak.
as a man, that's impossible. I'm sorry, he's not gonna make it. He's
Well-
gonna pass out in the middle of that fucking McDonald's.
Yeah, he's got to do it at the McDonald's.
That's probably what's happening. Is he's just like some alcoholic homeless man going in there with his like brown paper bag liquor, right? And passing out, and this lady is just coming over and like tapping him on the shoulder and asking him if he's okay every day.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
she's like, stop. Hey, are you okay? Stop carving that woman's dick into your name into your dick. She just like removes one AirPod. It's like, this podcast sucks.
Okay, how are we doing on time, Bryden? I want to pick which
Oh, we have
story we do.
Far
based
too
on-
much time left. We're only fucking 38 minutes in.
Oh, good. Wonderful. I was worried about picking a too long of a story.
Oh,
my
boy.
goodness.
This guy wasn't too worried about picking too long of a penis. Because it's a spiral.
Okay.
Spiral dick like a pig. Spiral dick like a pig.
Yep.
I can't call the things that on the YouTube because we get no. They don't like it when you name the podcast "Spiral Dick Like a Pig" or something like that.
Oh.
Goddamn YouTube.
Pig.
Pig penis. Because they got spiral dicks to trap them.
It's a pork roll at McDonald's.
Okay, let's not. I don't. Okay,
Pork roll
let's move on.
McDonald's is the name of the show. Holy shit. Hell yeah, dude.
Sometimes I'm useful. I guess that's
Oh.
why my name gets carved into some McDonald's vagrant's dick.
Yeah.
I'm just picturing some dude shooting up in a fucking McDonald's bathroom and be like, this bitch wants to have a hit on me. Johnny Joe, I'm in love. And he's- just chopping his wiener off, listening to the podcast.
That escalated. He's like, "Oh no!" and he makes a mistake. He's gonna
Look,
start
I just
over.
I really feel like this episode is not going to help me get life coaching clients. At
No,
all.
what are you talking about? We're giving him great
Yeah,
advice.
we're helping this schizophrenic.
Yes, chop your penis off.
No, you don't chop it off. That would be
Right,
gay
yes.
and Democrat. That's an Abby thing.
What?
Abby says that you should chop your dick off and be gay because she's a Democrat. But me and
Right.
John, cool people, say that you should lock the door when you're carving a very long name and a spiral into your
Hell yeah.
soft wiener.
This is why they make you get the code for the bathroom now, or the card, or whatever.
Yeah, exactly
That's
this
true.
because of
situation.
this man.
Exactly this situation is why.
They were fucking sick of it. And that's why I got sick of it all over my rug.
Well, did he expect you to clean up the mess?
Well, he was pleading with me, saying he would clean it up next time, so.
John just got tired of people mailing foreskin to her, so she fucking called Starbucks and was like, "You gotta put a stop to this." It caused a whole debacle with those homeless men back in like 2021. So
Yeah, like, I don't need anybody's foreskins. Does my nose look that long to you? Like, come on.
Mine is much longer.
Yeah. You heard it here first, folks.
she's Pinocchio, not Jewish.
Yeah, it's literally just.
Oh, not Abby.
It's
I meant
just
John.
long.
Not everything's about you, Abby.
I'm sorry. I just assume when people are talking about ridiculous noses, it's me, to be perfectly honest.
No, most of the time we're literally talking about Israelis.
Oh.
Or like, you know,
know?
really good comedians.
Yeah.
There you go.
Executives of TV networks.
I thought those were men.
Government officials.
Right.
We love our government officials.
Bryden.
Music executives.
Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. I think we're gonna move on.
I'm
Oh my
trying to
goodness
move on,
gracious.
but you know.
I've been working on it here. But we're just talking about carving things into penises.
We're just talking about
a
men.
lot. A very important question. Yesterday, my girlfriend made me macaroni and cheese. The issue is instead of adding normal milk, she added coconut almond milk without my
Too sweet.
consent.
Too sweet. That's the problem. You gotta make sure you use the unsweetened, and coconut is too sweet. Almond milk's too sweet. Soy milk isn't bad, and oddly enough, hemp milk works okay, but it's like got a little more like earthy flavor to it, but not like beets or
Yeah.
anything. But yeah, coconut milk, almond milk is far too fucking sweet.
I
Now,
think
what worries me about this is without my consent, it's macaroni and cheese.
Yeah.
You could not eat it. You would go gross and make a sandwich.
That's fair. That's a fair point.
I'm making
Nobody
some
is forcing
assumptions
it on
here. And, you know, one of them is that she would know whether this person is allergic to coconut or not, because that is a pretty
Same.
common allergy. Very
That's
common
fair.
allergy. You know, almonds are also a not uncommon allergy. Probably less common than coconut, but like they probably know that by now. And it's also important, like, is this a box or is this from scratch? Because if you're doing it from scratch, it's less important what kind of milk you're using because you can compensate with other things. If you're using a box, which I have indeed used unsweet coconut and unsweet almond milk for box mac and cheese because I had no other milk, it can be fine. It's not
No.
great, but I don't
Well,
know
if
where
it's
this
from a
consent
box, it's-
question is coming from. It's kind of a really gay way to put it.
He's
Jo-
just gay.
He's a Redditor, and John brought up a great point because I didn't even think about the allergy thing. So yeah, I would because I was picturing a couple, you know, and they're like, oh, okay, well, we're doing a vegan thing today, but I'm not going to tell you, and that's why I'm gay for saying the word consent.
Oh, well, yeah.
But
I mean, I will say, as a non-vegan and non-vegetarian, Annie's vegan mac is very good.
it is good. It is good.
Very good. And even if you use some bullshit fake milk, it's still pretty good. They make it like, fuck this up proof. So,
Well, the thing about that is I think they put milk, like powdered milk, in the cheese packets for the
It's
box
beet.
stuff.
Yeah.
So it's just Yeah.
Yeah,
like
not
it's
the
got-
Annie, not the Annie's vegan one though. And
Right. I just
the
mean
Annie's vegan
generally
one,
there
it's
is
little buddies.
like
They're so cute.
Yeah, they
It's so
will.
there's
good.
like milk flavor going on in the powder of most box mac and cheeses is
Yeah.
the point there. Like it's gonna cover up whatever else you're doing.
You would
You can
think.
technically omit it altogether and use something else. I mean, I have a friend who didn't use milk at all and used sour cream instead. And it's like shockingly good.
I could see that working really well actually.
Bro, in a pinch, if you're real poor, you can just forego the milk, put it in water, spit on it, and go,
Yeah.
fuck it.
Yeah,
And
really.
it's
You can. Pasta water's
still-
great. Pasta water's great for that.
It's not the worst thing in the world. I mean, it's, you know. So I just, in the year of our Lord, 2024, if some guy is throwing out the word consent for macaroni and cheese, I'm against this guy.
Cry
I'm
me a
against
fucking
him,
river.
too.
Did he give any more details as to why she did that? Were they out of milk, or did she just be like,
Nope.
"See, it's the same thing"?
Wait,
They were
Because if
probably
she were trying to
just-
prove a point, I would be like, "All right, bitch." But if it were just something like, "Oh, we're out of milk. I'm just going to use this instead," it's like, get the fuck over it. Do you want mac and cheese or not?
To be fair, if they are just out of milk, and he didn't tell him, and she still made it, he should hit her 1950 style over that.
Oh, of course.
She
Well,
should have
it
had
seems to me
milk.
that that's what happened, though. Is
Wait,
that
what?
there's no
Wait,
milk,
what?
and no, not that he hit her. I mean, like it seems like from the wording, like I just get the impression. What I'm picturing is she's like, "Oh, we don't have enough milk or something, so I'll use this," and then she just presents it to him and is like, "Here, I made you mac and cheese," and he's like, "What the fuck is this? Because it doesn't taste right." That's what I'm picturing.
You have to really use too much for that not to taste right. Even if I have also used, unfortunately, sweetened coconut milk and mac and cheese. Look, I was fucking poor in college. If I had one thing, it was going in. It was fine. It made no fucking difference.
It was
You
not
just
fine.
add some like. It is fine. You add some fucking
No, I can
paprika
see
and
it
some other
being
shits. It's whatever.
Because
It
like, when I
doesn't. It's
make
yeah. You
homemade
use
mac and
less of it.
cheese, When
Yeah,
I make it homemade, I throw in a can of stewed tomatoes, which makes it very sweet. It's wonderful. It tastes good. It's
don't
great.
her like that's good.
It is good.
I mean, I would fuck with it. I look, mac and
It
cheese is one of my
suits
favorite
it.
things in this world. So like, there's very little that can convince me that you can ruin it. There are ways, you know, I've had some terrible iterations of it, but like, I feel like the milk is the least of your concerns. But if he could taste the difference, something is very wrong here.
Yeah.
On top of that, like coconut milk and almond milk, it takes a while for them to turn, but when they turn, oh boy, that shit fucking
yeah.
reeks.
It's
You would know,
disgusting.
Bryden, and since you were a vegetarian for so long, that
Yeah.
shit is foul. It's like often worse than milk. So if she was like, "Oh, I'll just use this, it's fine," or if she was retarded and used like a can of coconut cream, which
Oh,
is
God.
aggressively fucking sweet, that's
Oh yeah, that's for like
Unbelievable.
desserts and mixed
Yeah.
drinks and stuff. Yeah.
yeah.
It's not for mixed drinks.
Ugh.
It's not though.
It is. It's for tiki
Yeah, it
drinks.
is.
There is tiki drinks that it goes
Pina
very
coladas.
well in. It's amazing.
Sugary bullshit.
Blah, blah,
I
blah,
love
blah,
sugary
blah.
bullshit.
You don't talk to me about sugary bullshit. I know the things you like.
You know what you drink it,
Gin and club
With your
soda. Vodka
Blue
and club soda.
raspberry coconut water looking jug thing, carton things.
Oh,
that
the
you
beatbox.
had
The
and-
beatbox.
Yeah, the beatbox. That's
Yeah.
what it was called.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
those are
terrible.
aren't
That
those
looked
coconut water,
fantastic.
or is that something else?
Yes.
No, they're in a carton.
I
No,
don't
they're
think
they're
I'm gonna have to look
Like
this
It's
up.
coconut
bullshit.
water, but
It-
it's like 8% alcohol.
it's 12% alcohol and it's
whatever.
fortified wine sold at raves.
Tastiest party fun. Oh, good night. Look at this.
They're amazing.
That's like worse than what I'm drinking right now.
They get those at festivals and they are pretty gnarly.
Yeah, that looks gnarly. That looks like a thing that would get my ass in trouble.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and it tastes like
you
a Jolly
girl
Rancher.
loves some of that bullshit. Oh man,
Tastes like a Jolly
on
Rancher.
field day.
That
Beautiful.
sounds great.
It is great.
Dude.
I know my alcohol. Now buzz balls, I can't abide by. John.
No, they're terrible. They're awful. But I've been on such an Amberlynn binge watching that I like bought some as a joke, and now I'm drinking the last ones I have, and I'm like getting diabetes sitting here.
Is it that fat lady?
One of many, yes.
Amberlynn?
Yeah, one of my favorites.
Sorry, I just
It's that one.
There's a
many
couple.
fat ladies.
I follow a couple fat ladies. You'll have to be more specific. In a timely manner, yesterday, one of my friends had sent me a package, and it was a package full of magnets of Dr. Nazardin, that Iranian doctor on the My 600 Pound Life show,
Wait,
saying
I
things
thought
like,
his name was
"You are not
Dr.
700 pounds of water," and
Yeah.
like other lovely inspirational quotes. I'll send you guys a picture.
Oh, I thought his name was Dr. No.
Dr. Now, yeah.
Oh,
They call
Dr.
him that.
You're
Dr.
not
Now's
600 pounds of water.
Yeah.
How are you?
You're
My
not
name is
600
Dr.
pounds of water. I wanted you to lose 30 pounds in 1 month. Or like, oh, here come the tears. That one's one of my favorites.
There
Do
we
you
go.
See, I
look
should
like
have
you're
his job.
malnourished? There's some really great ones.
I'm Dr.
What if I
No.
was a life coach for obese people who wanted to lose weight?
There you go, Abby. That's your new job.
I could do that.
No, you couldn't do
I
that.
could motivate
You
them.
could do that. It would be really funny.
Who better to help these women lose weight than a woman who gets accused of anorexia constantly because of the way
Perfect.
she talks about food?
Okay, but you literally have an eating disorder.
That's beside the yes, and I'm going to
That
give it to
rules.
them, and they will be skinny, and it'll be wonderful.
Oh,
See,
that'll
she
work
wins.
out. No,
It will.
here, let me tell you. Here, I'll do a seminar on. Actually, I could do a seminar on responsible drinking. Nice.
See?
I'm proud of you. Do not look at me like you're malnourished. The scale does
said
not
all of
lie.
these, by the
People
way.
lie. You're sneaking food.
Look, I know how to deal with these people because I have had.
Don't say
toddlers
these people.
and- yeah, with these
They are
people
these
because
people.
I've had toddlers, okay? And you know what they'll do? They had 5 snacks in the last hour because they won't stop badgering you about it. And you tell them no to one of them, and they will start screaming and crying, saying, "You're killing me, Mom! I'm starving to death. My tummy's growling. I'm gonna die.
And they've had
I'm
five-
so
Daddies do.
hungry.
And they've
Mommy,
had-
I can't possibly clean my room. I'm too hungry. I'm gonna die."
And they've had 5 snacks in the last hour, meaning you're
I'm
not good at
exaggerating
that.
a little bit. I'm exaggerating a little bit there. The point is that they're not hungry.
Anything but doing the goddamn podcast is what you're looking for right now. Like anything except just doing the small amount of talking that you need to do.
What do you mean?
I
I'm doing it right
mean,
now.
what do you mean? Seriously, you're even bad at acting too. That's not your career. You are terrible at this. Go and get me a beer.
How am I going to do that? You live like
figure
across
it
the
out.
country. That's not okay. I mean, ask Erica to bring you a beer. Like,
I have a beer. You don't need a
looking
beer.
around trying to do
look,
it.
I'm doing a good job. Okay, how about you just get the wheel? Okay, just get the wheel.
Was that wheel time yet?
It's wheel time. Get the freaking wheel.
Get you fucking finish the story because I know it didn't
That
just
was
start
the
off.
end of the story.
Did he literally just say she put coconut milk in it
Yes.
without my consent? End of
That's it.
story.
That's it.
That's it.
Please tell me in the comments everyone just called him the N-word and said that he was gay.
There were people calling him gay, but there were people saying that she did a horrible thing too because it's gross.
Man, I hate those people. Get over it.
It is gross though, but like I also
yeah.
there's nothing that like listen, I don't like coconut milk in the macaroni and cheese. Never liked it. Didn't
Not
care
good.
for it. And then, especially if somebody surprised me with it. They were like, "Kasa!" Like what was the what was subreddit was this? Was this macaroni and cheese purist or like sensory aversion or something like that?
No, it's just on Twitter.
Ah.
So they were being funny and you thought that's a good thing to bring to the show.
Oh my God! Nobody would have ever known where it came from if you hadn't interrogated me about it right now. Like,
Oh, I don't know.
Is that the point? And now I've lost my
The truth
dropped the
matters.
thing.
The truth matters. Context matters. Look at this. Look at this ABC.
Bryden,
Look at this
you are ruining the
ABC
show.
moderator.
You are-
Look at this ABC moderator over here who doesn't care about the
Bryden.
truth.
Bryden.
Shameful display.
I mean, it's
Slow
terrible.
down. Why are you against me? Why are you against me right
Because-
now?
Now
That would explain the brevity too, because I was,
Oh
I
my
was thinking if
gosh.
this is a Reddit post, then there's going to be them saying, edit. These are the circumstances under which she made the macaroni, and this is why. So, like, it explains a lot more that this is on Twitter, and there aren't replies that you could openly see.
Look at how
Um,
lazy she's gotten with the fucking podcast.
But also, like,
I'm doing
going
fine.
on Twitter and using the word consent in reference to food is even gayer than doing it on Reddit.
It is.
Or-
That's a
see?
critical piece of information.
or what's probably the truth thing, at the rock bottom of this, somebody made a funny tweet and Abby tried to twist it out of fucking context.
No, that's funny. We like that.
I do that sometimes.
Yeah,
Like,
liberal media. Here we go. Abby trying to fucking MSNBC Abby. That's what we call her. That's what she
we call
tries
her,
to do.
MSNBC Abby. On the side of the big media.
That's crazy. Kamala,
This is
like, that's nuts. And then now here comes her little rugrat. In here, he's
Lying about eating snacks.
He's literally probably asking for an orange or something. No, that'll get us up. He's a little
he would
psycho.
like pretzels, so I just went, ask your dad. You have a dad. He's over there. Go ask your dad. Like,
Lies.
That'll work.
he's somewhere. They can find him if they really want to. Like,
Well, I have to prepare the wheel. I forgot.
just
So
get the
hold
wheel.
on.
Yeah. How
Can't
exciting.
get away with nothing on this show. You don't, that's how we know you don't listen to every episode of Here to Help, is because we've had the wheel for 2 weeks.
You know, I get that a lot. Back when our now deceased friend had his podcast, I didn't listen to that either, and he was always getting on me. And XM I try to listen to, of course, but I'm not in situations in which I'm listening to podcasts. I don't drive around as much as I used to, and I don't listen to that in my downtime. So here we are. But I also don't need help, Abby. I've got it all figured out. I've got it all figured out.
I actually do have it all figured out, and that's why I'm like leaning towards, suicide.
Well, that's why, Well, that's also why you're running the Here to Help podcast, Bryden. With no help from Abby, apparently.
Oh
no
my
help from
gosh!
her. No help
Come
from
on
her.
now, the man bristles at the idea of doing any kind of like sound editing.
Well, the show sounds fucking fine. It's John with her deaf, stupid ears.
I am deaf.
Clearly,
That's
your
true.
ears are bad.
Go listen to it in your car, and you're like, oh, it doesn't work. Yeah, perhaps it is you that is wrong, because I've never heard complaints. All right, now, granted, a lifetime of no complaints about my penis, and yet I still look down upon it and go, too small. So who knows?
Many
Girls
such
don't say it
cases.
to your face.
Yeah, you're right. They wouldn't say it to my face. They're too busy leaving because I've gone, $20 are on the dresser. Time to go.
I can't say it to your face because
I'm already gone.
at their navel.
Yeah, they're saying it to his
And you're
back.
Just like, do I really have to hunch down? Like, now just go.
Saying it to his
You're right.
back, the crumpled up $20 bill that's kind of wet for some reason, and the stack of McDonald's coupons.
And then it's me back in the McDonald's harassing our listeners in a wig.
And a mustache. like Groucho Marx, like eyeglasses and mustache combo.
Mustache on top of my mustache. Spoken
Yeah,
out.
exactly.
Beautiful.
Now we do have,
Right. Go ahead.
we're going breathalyzer first.
Uh-oh.
Yes. Do your breathalyzer.
We still haven't figured this one
while
out.
I tell you about something I found that we could get into.
Oh, is it your sexuality? You're a lesbo? Cool.
No.
We knew
oh
that.
my gosh. No, I'm not gay. I'm not. Look, I'm not. I found a Reddit. It's called
.7.
r/Fed News 0.7.
Yeah.
You gotta try harder because that's what it was last time too. I've been writing these down.
0.7?
0.07.
0.07.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. I was
0.07,
like,
sorry.
damn,
He's not dead.
motherfucker.
Yes, I'm dead.
That thing's broken.
Yeah, 0.07. Sorry. Yeah.
So I went on this Reddit. It's called Fed News, and it's not a news about feds. It's like federal agents of various kinds. Like there's a bunch of like tax people and Social Security office workers and stuff there too. Any government employee is like posting about it, and there were
Oh,
so many
geez.
posts about like just what a travesty their department is. and it's
Breaking
about some
news.
stories.
The government's bad, and all the employees think that they're not the reason that it's bad. If you're listening to this show and you're a government employee, I have to tell you right now, you're part of the reason why it's bad.
Yes.
Are you at work and you work for even local government? I don't care if you work for the county. Are you listening to this at work? You're part of why the government's bad.
You know how those,
Unless you are a local ABC worker for me, I don't want to fucking hear from you if you work for the government.
Yeah.
Like, the only people doing work are the state employees in states and commonwealths that have liquor control boards where you have to be a state employee to work at the liquor stores. Other than that, go fuck yourself if you work for the government in any form.
Why do you need a liquor control board? See, now
Don't
There
ask me.
shouldn't
I don't
be. There
know. It's
shouldn't
bullshit.
be. It's so stupid. It doesn't make any sense. All
It's
these
this
laws.
Keynesian
we got
bullshit.
along
Stop
fine for
inventing
the last
jobs.
10,000 years of human history, imbibing whatever we found, whatever we wanted, whatever we made. And then, the 1900s roll around and men just couldn't stop beating their wives.
Thanks.
So we had to ban alcohol. And then from there, everything else gets banned and banned and banned. And it's really because men were beating their wives.
It's
They're way back from
because
World War One.
Nope.
And they were just getting wasted and beating the women.
So it seems to me like all of this started because women kept getting out of hand. And then now we see that now in our modern politics because who's getting out of hand now? Kamala Harris. There she is, Abby's favorite candidate, getting out of fucking hand again, trying to
like Kamala.
lie about fucking Donald Trump. And listen, what she said at that debate, so many lies.
I voted for Donald Trump.
Yeah.
You're allowed to vote?
Yeah, I hate that.
I'm not a felon, okay? I never committed
Being a
felony.
woman should be a felony. You're a felon from birth once you're born without a penis.
You people started World War One, and then you got the PTSD that you gave each other, and then you came back and beat your wives, and we had to ban alcohol, and now everything is a mess.
So the fellas go out there and have some fun, come back, smack up their bitches a little bit. Now it's all of a sudden my fault?
Yes. If you want to take responsibility for building Western civilization and all the inventions men have made, which you have many times on many occasions, you have to take responsibility for this too.
Listen, I've played World War II video games. From what I can tell, World War II is pretty cool.
World War One, when they were like
World
in
War
the
One
trenches and
also, there was a game, I played one of them, and it had ghosts in it. And it was pretty good too.
Yeah, you think that would have been a fun time? Think it'd be a
I
good
had
time?
fun.
When you were in World War One, you had a lot of fun.
I did, yeah. It was a good game. Ad Victorium or whatever. Played the
that
demo.
rules.
I haven't played the full game. I have the game.
Mental health has collapsed at my agency. Not going to say which one, but leadership is begging people to go to counseling. Bad stuff all around where I am at the moment.
Wait,
Hope
hold on,
you
hold- oh,
all are
wait.
doing okay wherever you are out there.
Who the fuck has a company that's like, oh, our department's failing?
Well,
My
it's
boss
the
is deciding that we
federal
all
agent.
go to therapy. That's what the government is doing?
Yeah.
That rules.
Our department's bad. Everybody get a
I think it-
therapist?
I'm assuming this is the Social Security Agency because of all the numbers getting leaked.
We have to privatize everything. This is ridiculous.
Yeah. It's a mess.
Just that statement makes me even further libertarian. Listen, sorry, Social Security. We have to privatize that because literally, and I can make the argument, probably would be better.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
God
I
damn.
mean, it's not good now.
Look at John, the communist over there, shaking her fucking head. I don't like that.
Well, no, I'm not. But I don't trust private companies either.
Oh,
I don't trust either.
I do think that, well, I won't go there. I don't want to get you.
The idea with the private companies, I guess, is you could shop around.
so what John was
That's
going to
the-
say was they failed so massively during COVID that you don't want to have them involved with end of life things like Social Security, where they have totally failed in healthcare. But yeah, I don't want companies like Pfizer pushing fake Travis Kelsey and Taylor Swift little marriages and stuff like that either. But in a perfect world, of which we have neither, and we have neither option, I'd say fucking privatize that shit. Fuck it. Fuck it. Give me an option. Give me one more option. Because right now the option is the government. The guys who are definitely going to fail me.
Government. My government.
Well, yeah, the government's going to give them stuff. The government isn't going to give me anything. No. Say it right, because I can't ask them anything, but a brother can ask them something, and he gets it.
Oh my god!
Oh, he gets them gibs, all right.
Yeah, I get nothing.
No, and you never will.
I don't like that. Privatize it. Fuck it. Social Security brought to you by BlackRock. Fuck it. How's that any different?
It's BlackRock,
I don't know. It'll be bad in different ways.
Black cock, black cock, black cock, black cock.
At my agency, someone had to be taken away 3 weeks ago for mental instability.
That's insane.
She kept repeating the phrase, "It isn't enough. It isn't enough," etc. It was the strangest thing. She snapped and just started repeating the phrase after getting off the phone. She was crying, tore her desk up, and had to be carried to a conference room. She didn't get violent, but she hasn't been back since. She was handling our outreach. Stay safe, fam. Don't let this election get to you. We will win.
I really hope.
Okay.
I really hope that's all
freaking
fake.
subreddit is this crap.
I really hope
they're freaking out.
I really
and like asking for stories of dealing with like the public and stuff. That's the rest of it.
I really hope that that's just some guy like me just fucking around, because if the government is really that fucking retarded, and that they do, and I believe it. I mean, Twitter apparently was like that before, Elon Musk decided to go in there and use a 10-year-old meme and whatever, just be a billionaire and shit. I have a complicated thing on Elon. Fine, whatever. But god damn, I really hope they're not that emotionally fragile.
Oh, they are.
The people at the top might be like Patrick Tomlinson.
Well, I was looking at other posts and stuff, and some of these people commenting were in other posts talking about like what level of security clearance they have and stuff, and like these people have clearances. Like these are,
These people cannot change a fucking battery in a remote, though. That's a problem.
Lost 4 people this past week. 3 last week and 4 a week before. 5 days RTO and they all left. Gonna lost about 5 more in the next 2 weeks. And someone asked which agency, but they never replied. I don't think like the people saying negative things never seem to want to say where.
Of course not.
But
they can lose their fucking jobs.
Yeah.
But
okay, but
how good could it be if they have people being carried into conference rooms, but also when they're admitting to most of the people they work with being unstable, fragile dweebs. But on top of that, when we circle back to the private company question, the people conducting the background checks are not the fucking government. Those are private companies.
That's true.
So you have a bunch of people that figure out how to like weasel their way around these psyche valves that they do have to take if they've got clearance of like, I think anything other than anything above confidential, I think you have to have some kind of psyche valve. And at that point, they're weaseling their way into this, or they're just like, oh, fuck it. Like, our threshold for some of this bullshit is so high. Like, I'm sure they have some deal breakers on it. But if the priority is to hire, when at that point, within many of these agencies, they hire and let you start working, doing kind of low level stuff before your background check finishes. And if they're like, oh, well, they kind of like failed by our ordinary standards, but we can't find anybody else, the process is too long, they have to fucking keep them. That's what they're stuck with. They're like, well, we rolled the dice, it came up unfavorable, that's what we get. You see that at defense contractors and other things like that too. It doesn't have to be necessarily government work, but like government adjacent, they do that a lot.
So you're saying
and
that
it's like, when they
there's a chance I could get in.
You would be able to dupe these people easily. If these midwits are doing it, you could easily do it.
Fuck, what am I doing with my life?
I don't know. You
not
tell
being a
me.
federal
I'm gonna
agent.
go sell weapons to a third world country, dude.
You could
Yeah,
do
girl.
that.
I would
You
love
could do
doing
that.
that. I'd be like the mustache man and I'd walk around because like my whole personality is my mustache recently. I'll do that.
Like mine's the bangs.
Yeah, yeah. We're really fulfilled people, Abby.
Bangs and mustache.
Bangs and mustache. That's the fuck. Why did we call that show something so gay that the guy from New Girl got to do a more successful version of it? We're bangs and mustache now. Well, no, because that's BM. That's we
Well,
can't.
that's what our show is about.
We can't be
anyway.
BM. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry, it always devolves.
I just
into
wanted
poop.
to make that point because I just
Not
kind of
you.
was looking. What?
Wasn't talking to you when I
Oh.
said go on.
Well, I mean, that was kind of it, really. I mean, you've got these really broken companies doing the background checks and everything and letting people into these agencies that may or may not be government, but are either government and contractors, and they're like, oops, this was a bad investment on paper. And they either, the background check, I don't know who's at what layer that gets convoluted, where it's like the background checker comes back and is like, this looks really bad. Or it's the background checker being like, oh, let's just like cook the books a little and make this look like this is viable, or they won't hire us again. Who knows? I don't know what those numbers look like because I've never worked for something like that. But I think of these things and I am in despair at who is at the actual people like handling our bullshit. Your fucking local DMV moron probably had to take some kind of background check to do that job,
Oh,
and they're
yeah.
fucking brain dead and insane. So imagine like who's building our, infrastructure and things.
Well,
On a
nobody.
more
Nobody. We haven't had any
nobody.
infrastructure shit for fucking. Even Trump, when he was like, infrastructure week or whatever, it's like nothing happened. We still don't
What
have bridges.
infrastructure?
Yeah.
Bitch?
I don't.
Oh, you mean I-95 collapsing? That's cool.
Yeah,
No,
that
because
is.
We love
that
that.
stuff is like better. Like that also happen faster on a more local level anyway. Like the state or the county or something agrees to fix a thing. Like it's more likely to happen. Like, just fund it, I guess.
Bro, there are YouTube channels of guys that just go into their local town and fill potholes.
Yeah.
That shouldn't happen. It's supposedly the richest country in the entire world, but hey.
Some freaking regulations would be good too, because no, listen on building, okay? Because you've got no, because there's apartment complexes going up constantly on a spot where there's just the traffic is already stop and go at all times of the day.
There's already
So,
regulations
how about you build it a little further out?
There's already regulations.
That's the least of our problems.
Tons of regulations. Yeah, why do they keep building?
Can't go anywhere. I can't go anywhere.
Okay,
Like,
That's
I can't
different.
leave
So
my
there's
fucking
a
house.
couple
Like,
other there's a couple of layers to that, and we are dealing with something like that in my town right now, where a big real estate developer bought a stupid fucking investment of a piece of land and is putting it in a highly trafficked area. The civil engineers were like, "Go fuck yourself. This is a terrible idea," and our city council was like, "Oh, he can do it." That's different. I'm talking about like crumbling infrastructure in terms of like the water supply,
yeah.
where you've let usually private companies handle this. They've hired some like low IQ chuckle fucks to be like taking care of this. Those people cook the books on whether like their infrastructure monitoring and all these other things. And then you end up with this shit breaking. Look at fucking Jackson, Mississippi, where they didn't have potable water for ages. I'm not using Flint because that's expected with the kind of population they have, if you're catching my drift. But
Men.
no.
man.
But in other places that are more functional, you're seeing this. And I'm not going to call Mississippi functional by any stretch of the imagination.
Hey.
But these are places where you're like, well, if they wanted to figure it out, they would. But the point is they don't want to.
No,
And there's no amount of background checking you can do to figure out if someone's going to take that kind of bribe. They're just going to say no. If you're like, oh, would you take a bribe? And you'd be like, oh, of course not. Like,
I think anybody smart enough to be able to take a bribe on a questionnaire would say that they wouldn't take a bribe.
Exactly. But even the ones who are stupid are going to say no, because that's a bottom of the barrel fucking question.
No, the guys that are stupid enough to you don't have to bribe. All you have to do is just point in the other direction and go, look over there, and then do something. So, but we gotta go on to the Patreon. So
Uh-oh.
so hold on, wrap up your fucking point. You're anti-government.
it.
What?
No,
No.
I was just saying that we should probably stop
Why do
importing
you think
people
that I'm
until we
talking?
have built up our infrastructure enough to house all these people and like contain everyone on the highway at the same time. Like
I
that's
don't
all
wanna
I
house
was trying to
anyone.
get into. Like maybe we should stop. Like there's all this talk about a population crisis. We cannot support any more population. You need to build first before you do that. Like where
We're
do
just
you
gonna
put them?
kill them.
Like, where do you put them? They can't, like, there's no space on the roads. The freaking schools, okay? This car rider line is backed up a mile and a half some days, blocking major intersections. Like, because there's so many kids, there's like 35 kids per teacher, and the car rider line is so backed up, it takes over the town for like hours every day. And there's schools everywhere, so it's not just one school doing it, it's you can't go anywhere for like 2-3 hours a day anywhere.
Yeah,
But
I'm
this
all.
also goes back
Stop
to your regulation question,
worrying
because if
about
we
the
had less of that,
population.
if we had less of that red tape, you would be able to build more of these things you're talking about. building.
Booyakasha.
Because there were people like after the Mr. Beast thing where he like allegedly built 1,000 houses in some shithole country who were like, why didn't you do that in the US? And he's like, because I can't, because of the red tape. My money doesn't go
Well, and it'd be
anywhere
super
trying to
duper
navigate
expensive.
that.
But no, what I'm
Yeah.
saying is not to have like cause the conditions which mean you have to build 50 apartment complexes in the
Abby's a different
suburban
story.
area where the
That's
infrastructure can't handle it. That's what I'm saying. I don't want them to build the houses. I want them to stop needing to build them, stop importing
True.
all the people until you like build the highway first.
Here
build
we go.
the highway first.
Here we go, Abby with
before the
here,
housing.
Here we go with
Do both,
Abby with
but
her pro-population control, pro-abortion, fucking,
Ew.
just type
I
of.
just want the wall
Oh, I just want
plus
less people. Oh,
cannons
Yeah.
at the wall.
Yeah. Well, all right. Before we go, because Abby's never going to end the damn show, I did. School started around here again, and
You're so
then
salty.
there is a school bus that is on my route to work, my usual route to work, and I have to change that
Yeah.
because they have a kid that is like in a wheelchair, and it takes forever to get him on the fucking bus. And I had to wait behind that a couple times, and that's
Sorry.
fucking bullshit. So now I got an extra 2 minutes on my fucking commute.
2 minutes.
Because this little well, yeah, 2 minutes because if I avoid it, otherwise it's like an extra fucking 8 minutes for lazy legs over here. It's fucking crazy.
So wait, this kid takes 2 minutes to get on
No,
the bus.
no.
from
No, no, no.
wheelchair?
He
He's
takes
got a
10 minutes.
wheelchair.
He
They
takes
have
10
Oh,
to
okay.
minutes.
I
use
was
the
gonna.
wheelchair
That's
lift.
worse, Bryden. I was gonna say. I'm like, I get that he's in a wheelchair, but is he also retarded?
Yeah, no, he is. Well, I
He
don't know
must
if he's
be.
retarded. He's not in one of those like normal ass wheelchairs. He's in one of those like cerebral
motorized
palsy.
ones?
Yeah, cerebral
Oh,
palsy.
dude.
Yeah.
I went to school with a girl like that in elementary school, and she was just put it on like max speed and have so much fun.
Well, that's the
Zooming
thing.
around, running over people's toes, and when someone would go like, "Hey, what the heck?" she would just laugh and say, "What are you gonna do? I'm in a
Based.
wheelchair."
What a fucking queen.
Look,
she was the best.
She's
I
got it
loved
figured
her.
out.
I don't
That
know.
rules.
I don't know if that guy's
Everyone
doing.
loved her.
I don't know, except for the toeless Joe who got hit many times. I don't know, what's going on with that, but like it's so close and it's on my route, and now I've had to change my route, and god damn it sucks. So and I can't be mad. I literally can't be mad. What? Oh no,
You
He's
sound
in a
mad.
whe-
You sound like you're mad at handicapped people.
he's
What
in a
are you, Hitler?
wheelchair. He can't go to school. But it is inconvenient, and I hate that they moved there. I hate that they moved in here and they weren't here last year.
Do you think it might be inconvenient for them to have no legs also?
Well, what about me?
Yeah, do you think it might be a little...
Yeah, what about the other kids waiting on that hot bus?
Yeah.
That's the
In the
other thing,
heat.
because they also have to wait for him to get off, so it's double for them.
Ooh, that's true.
And that bus ride is already like an hour and a half.
Well,
You
and
know
the-
it is.
Dude, I don't know if it's an hour and a half. I can't confirm any of that. I have not followed the bus because I'm not crazy. But I do know the bus driver and the lady are clearly friends because they have nice little chit chats, and I know it doesn't take that long to get on the fucking off the bus. These kids have to be at school, motherfucker.
There's not even a kid in a wheelchair in my mother-in-law's neighborhood, and yet that bus sits there and waits for the parents to get to the bus to take their kids off. And these are not like 4-year-old preschoolers. These are like 9 and 10-year-old kids. The bus sits there for however long it takes for every parent to get out of their house, go there, grab their individual children off the bus. And if you try to go for that whole like 20 minutes or whatever, like parents are screaming at you.
I don't know. All I know is it's an hour
It's a
20.
problem.
We got another.
Schools are a problem.
Fuck them kids.
We got
Yes.
another fucking thing we got to do, and I was hoping to have wrapped up about 20 minutes ago, but that's okay.
Oh, okay.
All right. So what does Abby say? Subscribe to the
Thank you.
Patreon. Thanks, guys. Or what the fuck ever. Patreon.com/Here to Help podcast. Just know we're the only ones that are out here like keeping it real and shit. So
Wait.
peace.
Okay.